Once, in a quiet town at the edge of a deep forest, there lived a young woman called Belle. Neighbors praised her beauty, but her real gift was her curiosity and her habit of looking for goodness where others saw only flaws. Her father, a gentle merchant who had fallen on hard times, lived simply with her, and Belle never let poverty make her bitter. One winter her father traveled to settle an old account, and a storm swallowed the road, and night drove him into the trees. At last he saw a great castle, its gates open, its windows lit like welcoming eyes. Inside, a fire burned and a table stood set, yet no one came when he called. Hungry and half frozen, he ate a little, slept in a spare room, and at dawn hurried to leave. In a sheltered garden he noticed a single rose still blooming against the cold, and thinking of Belle, he plucked it. The air turned heavy. A towering creature stepped from the shadows, part man, part beast, with a mane like a lion and a voice like thunder. "You steal from my home," it growled. The merchant fell to his knees, begging forgiveness and saying the rose was for his daughter. The beast's eyes narrowed. "Then bring her here," it said, "or you will pay with your life." The merchant returned home shaking. Belle listened, then took her father's trembling hands. "I will go," she said, "I will not let you suffer for a flower." Her father protested, but Belle's decision was steady as stone. At the castle the beast did not strike her. He offered her a bright room, shelves of books, and the freedom to walk the halls. Each evening he asked, awkwardly, almost timidly, if she would dine with him. Belle agreed, and so their strange routine began. The beast was quick to anger, yet quicker to regret. He would roar, then retreat in shame. Belle, honest and unafraid, spoke to him as she would to any troubled soul. Kindness must be chosen, she told him, not demanded. Days folded into weeks. Belle began to see that behind the claws and fangs lived a loneliness that had never learned how to ask for comfort. The beast, in turn, discovered that Belle's gentleness was not weakness, and that her refusal to flatter him was a kind of respect. One night, as they walked in the garden, he admitted in a rough whisper that he did not expect her to stay. "I am what I appear to be," he said, but Belle answered softly, "No one is only one thing." Then Belle dreamed her father lay ill. She begged to visit him. The beast's shoulders sank, as if a chain tightened around his heart. "If you leave," he said, "you will not return." Belle promised she would. After a long silence he gave her a ring and told her it would guide her back. "Promises break," he warned, "and I cannot survive another." Belle found her father weak with worry rather than fever. She cared for him until he smiled again. But time slipped away. Her jealous sisters, hearing rumors of a castle and riches, urged her to delay, and their sweet words hid sharp intent. One evening Belle looked at the ring and felt a sudden chill, as if someone were calling her name from very far away. Remembering the beast's frightened hope, she turned the ring and wished herself back. She arrived at twilight. Snow dusted the roses. Under a bare tree the beast lay on the ground, his breath thin, his eyes dull. "I thought you had forgotten me," he murmured. "I tried to become better, but without you I am only the curse." Belle knelt beside him, tears hot on her cheeks. "I did not forget," she said, "you gave me freedom when you could have taken it. You tried. And I love you." The garden trembled, as if the world had been holding its breath. Wind swept through the branches, carrying the scent of spring. Light poured down like rain. The beast's claws softened, his fur vanished, and where the monster had been, a young man lay blinking in wonder. The curse, born from selfishness and sealed by despair, shattered the moment love spoke plainly. The prince rose, humbled, and bowed to Belle, not as a captor to a captive, but as a man grateful to be seen. The castle awakened, doors swung wide, fountains sang, and warmth returned to long silent rooms. Belle brought her father to live with them, and in time even her family learned that envy is its own prison. Years later people still told the tale, but Belle remembered it simply: a storm, a rose, a promise, and two hearts brave enough to change.